hard to imagine. We have been here for 23 days now. Almost a month in this strange new land. And I barely scratched the surface of what it has to offer, both in terms of coin and experience. We finished up working for Rannis in the Balmora Mages Guild. Hard woman. Very difficult to work for. First thing we did for her is track down a supposed necromancer. The woman turned out to be a healer. Yet another one of Rannis's grudges that she is utilizing guild resources to take care of. We spared her, and I do not yet know if Rannis suspects that I did so, and I don't much care. We rounded out our service with her with something that actually needed some immediate action. We took care of a Telvanni spy that was under the nose of the absolutely incompetent guildmaster, Trebonius Artorius. Such a stupid individual I think we've never met, and despite my travels. Other than that, the past few days brought great opportunities and ample freelance work. We were able to secure Arathor's bow, a local thief here in Balmora, and Pyrenet Belulil's bowl, who is a wife of an officer who was rewarded the bowl for saving the East Empire Company factor from bandits. The bowl and the bow were stolen by a couple of ruffians, one of which was a great challenge, Godrod Harrybreeks, but slew him nonetheless we did, in as grand a fashion as I could even ever talk about. But the most promising work came from Larius Varro, an Imperial Legion champion in the Balmora Fort. He had a very interesting job offer. You see, there is a local magistrate who is protecting the local Kimona Tong, a group of cutthroat anti-imperial gangsters, from any kind of legal consequences by letting them out of jail early. He decided that the proper way for this to end would be for the Kimona Tong thugs to have a bloodbath, and I was to be the instrument of this. We took it up immediately. It was a battle, but it was a fight we won handedly. And the reward, the Ring of Surroundings, one of the legendary artifacts of Tamriel. Now, I don't know how, I don't know why, or where Larius came to this artifact, but I can certainly tell you that it's as real as it sits in my hand here. First thing we're going to do, I think, today is check in with him, because this land hums with magic. It's in the air, it's in the ground itself. It's carried in artifacts by Imperial Legion random champions. And I'm wondering if he has any more that he could toss at our way that could help in our quest. It probably won't be free, but I'm willing to do the work if it gets us one step closer to having some wonderful options to achieve our ends. But the day grows long. Let's adventure forth and end our first month here in the East, in Morrowind. Welcome everybody to yet another wonderful time here in Morrowind. And we are going to pull up the chat and we are going to get rocking and rolling here. Hope everybody's had a good time. Let's take a look, see what we've got going on here. Alrighty. And onward we go.
And also, in case Zoo didn't say, his character also had some weird, strange dream about some man that gyrated in a mountain. I don't know what that was all about.
Phil is obsessed with the disturbing dreams we're having, and in particular, he seems to be obsessed with a certain gyrating villain. Don't mind him. There's going to be lots of that this stream. Like, I think Phil, I think Dagothur has a new number one fan.
Maybe so.
Or at least our strange dream sending, as Roland Lightbane said last stream, somebody needs to check Phil's house for ash statues.
See, because I haven't really played Morrowind, I have no idea what that means, but you know what? I'll find out.
You probably got a couple ash statues, yeah.
Are those the same as ashtrays? Because...
No, not at all. So we can sell this piece of crap first barrier ring. I don't think we much need it anymore. We got some much better rings on our hands, and we've got a better barrier with. Where's it at? We got a silence amulet. Slow fall through, so we don't, but that's okay. We got some barrier scrolls, I think is what we have. But what we're going to do first and foremost is I'm kind of obsessed with Larius Varro now over in Moonmoth. And I'm curious to see if he has any other work for us. Because, man, that ring he gave us was really nice. And I'm kind of curious to see if he has any more leads on any more artifacts such as that. So let's sell our first barrier ring to Revere, streamline our inventory a little bit.
How many rings can you have equipped?
2. Does it have money? Let's do business.
I've been spoiled by Souls games when you have like 4
yeah,
or 5.
one on each hand.
Which is kind of weird because you have more than, you know, you have more fingers.
You do, but yeah, they let you have 1 for each hand. Honestly, being able to equip 10 rings would break this game. So I get why they didn't do that. But we're freelancing. We're gonna be doing some freelancing around Balmora area. So we're gonna remember some of the caves we've come across. Before we head to Larius Varro, there was a dungeon this way, right outside of Balmora. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna check it out.
Yeah.
It's
I
locked.
always make sure Zoo goes into the dungeons first, you know. That's his job. I pay him to do it.
Looks like they're starting to lock these tombs up after the incident in Andrano. I totally understand that. These foul necromancers.
Yeah, we're just somebody that's sightseeing. Let's just say that.
I mean, we're more than sightseeing, but we're certainly not going to do anything to hurt the dead.
They hurt us.
Even though some of these remains can be good alchemical ingredients, we don't steal dead remains. That's not something we're comfortable doing.
So, Zoo, how was your Monday?
Busy but uneventful, I would say. Probably the best way to describe it.
Oh, man. I woke up feeling like I had jet lag. I was a zombie most of the day.
Oh, just not feeling good, huh?
Yeah, I tried to lay down and take a nap. Didn't help.
Are you feeling better now?
Yeah. Just took me a while to come around.
These tombs often carry just nasty traps.
Booby taps.
And look, that was literally an empty chest. That trap was literally there to basically just kill you.
Or make you waste your lockpicking. Don't you have to have, like, lockpicks?
Yes. Yeah, it's considered important to have those, yeah, because...
That would be kind of a cool skill to somebody that had like a major in lockpicking, like you had an indestructible lockpick.
There is one. It's called the skeleton key. It's the final
Like
reward for doing... We won't have it in this playthrough, though. It's the final reward for the Thieves Guild.
It'd be cool if like you could start out with it.
I mean, again, it would kind of break the game, but I see what you're saying. Because the skeleton key also opens any lock with instantly, and it's not indestructible, but it only has 50 uses. Or it has 50 uses, but it literally opens any lock at any time.
So after you use it 50 times, what? It's just an item to have in your inventory?
No, it's just gone.
Oh. Well, that kind of sucks. I remember getting in Oblivion and it wasn't a thing. You use it indefinitely.
Yeah, you can. Oblivion's a little bit different in the way its magic system works.
Maybe it's lore. Maybe like it stays with a certain person for a time until they've, and then then it passes on to another. It returns to where it came.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Is there lore? Is there lore behind the skeleton key? Like, who made it?
It's an artifact of Nocturnal.
No. Is that some kind of being or something?
Well, it's a Daedra Lord.
Oh yeah, it probably returns to him.
Yeah, basically that's what it returns to Oblivion after 50 uses. But yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
I think they would actually, because how big Tamriel, is now with all the mods, you think there would actually be a mod that increases the uses, because, I mean, it's not just small little Morrowind now. Now you can go everywhere.
Well, I mean, you really should only be using the skeleton key for, like, your most advanced locks, so 50 can go a long way if you're using it for, like, the biggest, hardest locks in the game.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's what you want to do. Hey, Lofi, what's up? Still doing Morrowind streams. Excellent. Oh, yeah, when the mood arises, which lately I've been in that mood for a while now. Oh, we are over encumbered. We will have to come back after we sell our stuff. Yeah, no quests, and sometimes there's no quests or anything like that. Sometimes it's just a dungeon delve that's getting us resources to do some training. It's not always anything special, so. All right, we've been to that wing, so we'll keep that door shut. There we go. That way we don't.
So,
Huh?
not anything special. I thought every Morrowind adventure was special.
I mean, no, there's a lot of dungeons that don't have anything aside from loot. There's no quest attached to them, but it's just it's a self-styled adventure. It's an adventure you can have on your own. For self-starters. And we're being a self-starter today. We're not doing much with the guilds. We're just going to make this an adventure stream. But you can make a lot of money just looting dungeons. I wish I could play like I'm role-playing these games, but I always wind up power gaming and getting all the good stuff. Well, Lofi One there, I've got simple advice for that. Don't do that. Just don't do it.
Special deal.
Control yourself. Impose some rules. And it's a lot more fun. I find it to be a lot more fun, usually. Because once you get all your good items, I mean, that's game. The game gets really, really boring after that.
They created new, like, artifact items for Tamriel Rebuilt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some really good artifacts there. I mean, some really good ones.
Nice. I'm assuming they're all lore friendly, or probably some weird.
Well, yeah, they're either lore friendly or either lore friendly or were in previous games or future games and weren't in Morrowind for whatever reason. Yeah. Yeah, they're all most of the time. If they're not artifacts created for Tamriel Rebuilt, they're just taking actual artifacts that exist within the lore itself. Yeah, they're actually really good at that.
How many pages a guidebook would be for Tamriel Rebuilt?
Well, I mean, easily quadruple the main game. Like, easily.
Here's your 1,000-page book, guidebook that tells you where everything is.
Oh yeah, easily.
See something you like?
No, but I bet I got some stuff you do. There we go. Where are we up to now? Let's see. We are up to 2,000 gold now. Once we get done with this dungeon, we'll do some training in Speechcraft.
Try my best not to chew in everybody's ear.
No, I mean, I don't hear any chewing. You're good. I had Penang curry tonight. It was good.
Having a pasta, but I threw in some freshly cooked, you know, it's like a frozen TV dinner pasta, but I put some freshly cooked sausage and tried to make it taste better.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I actually like to add a little barbecue sauce to the pasta sauce they use because I think it adds more flavor to it. I sprinkle a little onion and garlic powder. I don't have no Italian seasoning, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's always good to spice stuff up a little bit.
Oh yeah. You can make a bland TV dinner actually pretty good if you just add some stuff to it.
Ectoplasm, little heart.
My mom was in here, she'd be like, "That's why you're fat, always adding stuff to everything."
Well, onion powder is not going to make you fat. Garlic powder is not going to make you fat.
Extra sausage, pepperoni, and cheese probably will.
Yes. Yeah, that'll do it. But I mean, not being fat is fairly easy. You can still add extra stuff to your meals. Basically, the art of not being fat is the art of avoiding the fourth and fifth helping. Like, that's what you got to do.
What? Oh, the fourth and fifth helping.
Yeah, don't, instead of having a fourth and fifth helping, just don't. It's not so much what you eat, it's how much you eat. In my experience. Where's fucking dead like dead adventurers in these crypts, man. All right. I've already been in here, so yeah, I think that's game. I think that's everything. So all right.
It's a short little dungeon delve.
Just a little tiny. Not every dungeon's a massive affair. Some dungeons are just little tombs. You're in and out in 5 to 10 minutes. That's one thing that I feel like Skyrim didn't have enough of. Every single dungeon was just a giant dungeon dive. And they really lost the art of like the 5-10 minute dungeon in Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
There's a few of them. Most of them are pretty long.
Oblivion had a lot of those like ancient like tomb ones with like spirits in it, and I was like, oh my gosh, not another one of these.
I mean, Morrowind has its share of those too.
I know, but there was like so many in that game. I swear it was like the same dungeon over and over again. So it almost got to the point where it's like, I don't really want to do dungeons.
How may I
unless
serve?
it's like the Dark Brotherhood sends me to one or something.
Right. Unless it's one of the actual quest dungeons, right?
Oh yeah, because those were scripted to be really good. But there were some, there are some one-off ones that's pretty cool. Like you could find their own little story into what's going on in there. Kind of like the Fallout vaults and like Fallout 3
right.
in Vegas. And those are really good. Like I always loved exploring a ruined vault where something crazy happened. Like,
right.
Everybody became like a super mutant, or they became a ghoul, or they cloned each other, but then they kept cloning each other, and the clones got crazier and crazier until they started killing each other. I think there was one vault where it's like the guy had killed everybody else and just cloned himself like a dozen times. So it's just clones of himself in this one vault. It's really weird.
Yeah, Oblivion is where that shit kind of started, Lofi one says. Every dungeon designed to miraculously have an exit that lead back to the entrance. Yeah, like just very unorganic dungeon design, yep. Yeah, 100%.
I'm really trying to think. Because I mean, like I said, I put 100 hours in Skyrim. And I'm just really sitting here trying to think of anything that I did in that game that was noteworthy or memorable, and I can't think of a single thing. Like, literally nothing.
Yeah, it's hard.
I feel like Skyrim, outside of, you know, the improvement in the combat and I guess the graphics, was a downside to some of the really great quests that were in Oblivion. And I mean, not all of Oblivion was good, only some of it, like I've said before. But it had some really great ones. Skyrim is just like a blank slate. It's like, I know I played it, but I don't remember anything about it.
I stand in good company.
Oh, well,
what can I do for
you? I think that
Are you in need of my
cool.
services?
There were some cool companions, and you could marry them or something. That was kind of neat. But that's about it, really.
I have knowledge to share with you, for the right price, of course. I am in your hands, Outlander. How may I serve?
We're at 25 now. So now we can now we can admire. Now we actually have some persuasion options. Now that we're at 25. Oh, thank goodness. That is going to help us tremendously.
Awake. House Dagoth is risen.
Another one? I am a sleeper, one among thousands. I bring you a message. Dagother calls you, Dorian, and you cannot deny your lord. The sixth house is risen, and Dagoth is its glory.
My time
Quickly,
is
Outlander.
precious, so
I haven't much time.
Another one of you weirdos now? Golly. 3 a.m. It's time to get some shut eye. Let's head home. Yeah, I think we have a book anyway, don't we? Nope, we don't. We gotta sell that. I love that we're right by one of the main gates in town here. Very cool.
Oh, you just go to bed with a spear on top of you, totally not expecting it to stab you when you.
Well,
roll
the
over
spear is on the
bed.
side of the bed, Phil. I just sleep next to my spear. Doesn't everybody? Alright, let's go see Larius Vara.
It seems like a hazard waiting to happen, but whatever, you do you, bro.
Fort Moonmoth. Fort Moonman. Moonman Fort.
Any time now.
Hello, Dorian. I'm happy to say I don't have any work for you right now. We seem to have things under control. Thanks to you. Never mind about that work. As I said, it's been taken care of, and I hope you like your present. How about any rumors for me? Well, take care when walking the roads. There have been rumors of a bandit robbing careless travelers near Laod. Tell me about that. A number of careless travelers have been attacked recently. Seems there's a Nord near Laod who's been robbing the unwary. If you happen upon him, take care, and of course I'd be grateful if you took care of the problem for me. Let's go check that out. Let's go see.
So, join that church thing here.
Yeah, we could do that. We could join the Imperial Legion or Imperial Cult. Yeah,
Let's hear it.
we could do that. Yeah,
Well, you're going the wrong direction if you're gonna do it, though.
we're gonna be coming back after we do this Laod quest. So yeah, we'll join them. Try to only take on one thing at a time, unless we see something en route.
He's not a multitasker, ladies and gentlemen.
No, not at all. Especially in this game, easy to forget what you're doing because the journal system sucks. So, if you're not manually keeping track, you can easily lose a quest. It's very easy to do.
They would have updated the journal system in Morrowind by now.
That's very hard to do because it's literally tied to how quests work, the actual journal itself. So that actually, I don't even know if that's possible. You would have to fundamentally rework the entire way the game logs and updates quests themselves. That'd be a challenge.
I don't know. Somebody's crazy enough to be out there to want to do it. Go at it.
Well, it doesn't look like you've had any takers so far, and it's been 20 plus years. That tells me it's hard.
So what do you think about Leon driving that Krabby Patty wagon?
That was funny. That was genuinely funny.
Saw another video. Somebody actually put, "They see me roving." Then they had this song playing over it, and I was laughing.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I'm glad to see that people are already modding the games. Hey.
I will listen, Outlander.
But I have watched some footage of that. I'll wait till I actually play it, but I do think
Speak, traveler. How can I be of
problems
service to you, Outlander?
Down the
with
river
that game.
to
And I
Bitter
think-
Coast, please.
I think a lot of people are, you know, they got the rose-tinted glasses on a bit too tight because it's doing like extremely well. But from what I've seen, I've got some critiques. But I want to save it till I actually play it myself, so I
Right.
validate that. It's not just me watching somebody terribly play the game.
We might have found another cave here.
I do love caves. It'd be cool if we can go to some of those sunken water ones that you're talking about. Underground treasure.
Yes, Sam's here.
No mercy.
Whoa! Whoa, bro! We just walked in! Sir, this is incredibly rude. And your friend being a jerk trying to pick us off in the back? Oh my gosh, there's 3 of them.
We're gonna be okay.
Crapped in y'all's Cheerios today. And it really is a Monday. Right. Y'all wanna go at it? You gonna get it. Wish you didn't. Get your familiar out of here. They ain't Pokemon.
We just super upgraded our armor set though. He had a couple of pieces of troll bone. My problem with Resident Evil Requiem was at $70, and the last Resident Evil I paid full price for was a one and done experience at best. Yeah.
My with this is that people keep saying it's too short because it's like a 10, 11 hour game. And I do think that I don't really know if it was for like, I guess, it's the way you want to look at it. They, instead of like old Resident Evil games, like all of them to this point, you had, for most of them, outside of like 5 and 6, you had separate campaigns for the character that you chose. It was mostly the same game with some changes and some different cutscenes.
Right.
But both campaigns were separate. So you had to play through the game a couple of times. So that really added to replay value. This, Grace and Leon are in a single campaign and it jumps back and forth between both of them. And I don't really think that's great. I mean, some people really like the more survival horror part of it, which is the Grace. And then other people like the Resident Evil 4 style, the action stuff, which is Leon's. But when you put it all in the same campaign, it's almost like a roller coaster. Like you're getting 2 different types of style of play, and it might be jarring for people because one second you're kicking butt as Leon, the next second you're trying to stealth move around as Grace, and it's like, I don't know if that was the right direction. It would have been better to probably have them both have their own separate campaigns, and each campaign is different from one another.
Yeah.
But
let's see here. We got, if I'm going to pay $70 for a game, I'd rather get some hours out of it. Yeah, I can see that. It was inevitable. The local criminal organization at Kimono Tong wasn't going to stand by and let the Thieves Guild set up shop in their territory. It'll be bloody, and the Thieves Guild doesn't stand a chance. Let's see.
I don't like the cut of that guy's hair. He needs to grow some hair.
Yeah, it was kind of wild, wasn't it?
I know, man. Nah, what style that was. I mean, literally, you're out. You don't have no hat covering your head. Or do you want blisters on your head? Do you want, like... It's like he's not committed. It's like, okay, either you want to be a monk and be completely bald, or you don't. But this weird in-between haircut, bro, it just looks like...
Think we found our guy.
Like you got a
Greetings, you should take care while in these parts. There are murderous outlaws about. No telling what might happen to an unwary traveler. Yeah, you're our guy. We're going to go ahead and buff before we fight you.
Someone should teach you some manners.
You're about to get taught some manners. Indeed, like me. You'll be giving me 100 septims now if you want to live through the day. Either way you choose is fine with me. No, I don't think we will.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
It seems a small price to pay for your life. No matter, though, I'll have that gold one way or the other. Really now?
Hey, you know, we just took out like a couple of guys back in the cave and upgraded our armor, and you really think that you were gonna take us out with your crappy little hat?
Pretty stupid. That was pretty stupid,
axe?
Phil. That was pretty stupid, buddy.
I almost wonder if he stole that hat off that monk back there, because that monk needs that hat.
That was easy. Let's go turn this baby in. Turn this in, baby.
Couldn't take that guy out. He's literally just standing on the road. Like, he's one guy. It's not like 3 or 4 other guys jumped out. It's one guy.
Yeah, it's one guy just robbing people as they go by.
And he's not even being crafty about it. He's just like, hey, I'm right here on the road with my crappy little hat.
Yep. Not smart. Not very bright.
His little hat made me think of that. What was that guy? What was that singer in like the 80s that always wore the hats?
Care to see the sights?
What was his
Where
name?
can I take you?
Boy George.
Boy George, yeah.
Yeah, his little Boy George hat. Trying to rob you.
Not two Blightums. Not two Blightums. It's already 6 p.m. Man, the day goes fast when you're questing.
Yeah, I feel like you just got up, went out the door, and did one thing, and then came back, and it's already time for dinner and a bed, and bath and bed.
It be like that sometimes. Foggy out. Loved ones, I think they stopped doing that style of game after the 3rd Resident Evil. 4, 5, 6, and Village had you playing a single character for the most part.
Well, no. 6 had too many campaigns. It had like 4 separate campaigns. You had
It also had the
Leon,
Secretary of Defense turn into a T-Rex.
Yeah, like
ridiculous.
Like you had the Ada campaign after you did everything, and then you had Leon and whatever her name is, I don't remember.
Ridiculous.
You had Sherry and Jake and Chris and Pierce. It was just too much. They put too much in the game.
Hello, Dorian. I'm happy to say I don't have any work for you. Hey, about those careless travelers, taken care of. I see you ran into that rogue Fuel. Shame you weren't able to bring him back here alive, but not much of one. You have my thanks and this reward. 100 gold. Well, that seems kind of cheap. We'll be doing no more work for you.
Jeez. You want to join the
Yeah, let's join the
church
cult.
while you're here?
Yeah, we need to do that. We've been meaning to do that.
Right, he's gonna join a cult.
What's this about?
Welcome. I can tell you about the Imperial Cult. We invite you to be a lay member. Yeah, the Imperial Cult combines the worship of the Aedra Akatosh, Dibella, Arke, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, and Julianos, with worship of the divine god hero Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. We accept all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. Thereafter, the only cost of membership comes when you use our health, healing, and blessing shrines. Modest fees which help us spread the blessings of the Nine to those less fortunate than ourselves. Do you wish to join the Imperial Cult, or would you rather review the Imperial Cult requirements and doctrines with you before you join? Let's hear it. To serve and glorify the 9 divines, you must cultivate a noble personality and a strong will. Respect the magical arts, especially the colleges of restoration, mysticism, and conjuration. Those who swear to avoid bloodshed, to take the field unarmored, to fight only with blunt weapons are especially praiseworthy. Knowledge of enchantments and in the gift of diplomatic speech are other qualities we look for in our initiates. Our doctrines are simple. We acknowledge the divinity of the 9 divines: Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, and Tiber Septim. We preach the 9 virtues: humility, inspiration, piety, work, compassion, justice, ambition, learning, and civility. Our emperor is the defender of the faith, and the empire is the worldly working of the divine plan. We pledge aid and comfort to all citizens in need, and serve the emperor and empire at his will. Our rules are equally simple. It is forbidden to attack another person of the Imperial cult, and of course forbidden to kill another cult member. It is forbidden to steal from another member, whether it be by open theft or by covert pickpocketing. It is forbidden to trespass upon private property of another member, private property being understood to be anything behind a locked door. Break any of these rules, and you shall be expelled from the cult. Now, Dorian, do you wish to join? Yes, I wish to join. You are now a layman in the Imperial cult. Welcome, Dorian, to our community, and may you rejoice in its blessings. Can I tell you about our services, or, if you can donate some time and effort, maybe you would like to become a lay servant? Let's do lay servant.
Paid. And help the unfortunate.
It is not possible to become a priest or consecrated cleric without joining cult orders. You would be forced to devote yourself full time to the Imperial cult, which doesn't suit adventurous people like yourself. But we do need lay servants. Earnest laymen dedicated to serving the 9 for certain unglamorous but spiritually rewarding tasks. At present, we need almoners to serve Zenithar, lay healers to serve Mara, and shrine sergeants to serve Stendar. Alright.
Cool if somebody modded it where you could become one of those, and then your whole gameplay is like just like helping people, healing people. You're like a preacher or something.
That would be pretty
cool. You just have a very
yeah.
pacifist gameplay. That would be kind of neat.
So we have to head to Old Ebonheart to actually get quests. Because the way this works is the Imperial cult missions are all done. You can join anywhere, but they're all done from chapels, Imperial chapels. And so for Vardenfell, its one and only chapel is in Ebonheart. So that's where we'll be headed next.
Vines they were talking about, those are like real, right? Or is it like something they came up with, or
what is what real?
Like in this game, in this world, the 9 divines, because they worship the 9 divines, are the 9 divines real, or is it like something they come up with?
So
or what?
8 of the 9 divines are like real gods in the universe.
Okay, yeah,
the 9th divine, Tiber Septim, depends on who you ask. There'll be some people, like for example, a lot of Altmer, they don't worship Tiber Septim because they don't believe that a mortal can become a god, can ascend. So it really depends on who you ask. But yeah, I mean, in general, in the Empire, Tiber Septim is worshipped, in particular by the man races. So not so much elves, but men all worship Tiber Septim. But the other 8 are uncontested.
It'd be a very confusing world to live in because there's so many like gods and just all kinds of things. Like,
that's not even counting saints. There's over 1,000 saints in Cyrodiil alone. There's over 1,000 saints. I think Morrowind has like 14 or 19 or some shit.
Saints? What are those?
Saints are people that have been sainted. It's like in Catholic Church. It's individuals that did something of significant note, and they rose to sainthood. So it's someone to emulate in the church's teachings.
Oh, is that what we can become? Or we do a bunch of good quests for them and whatnot?
I don't think you can become a saint in game, but yeah, if you're a particularly exceptional individual, it is potentially that you can be risen to sainthood. Yeah.
So
Tidings and good wishes to you, friend.
joining their cult is kind of like joining what, like?
It's like joining your main church. It's like joining like the Catholic Church or like a Protestant church. Yeah. It sounds weirder than it is because of the term cult, but it is the basic bitch religion for more than half the empire. Like, it is the religion that most people practice. Let's see. Well, not true. Most people worship one of the 9 divines. The Imperial cult's an outreach thing, so it's only in other provinces. But in Cyrodiil, you'll actually just find like churches to Dibella or churches to Arche, etc. Let's see. I'm probably thinking of 6 and Village being the same thing. There are so many fucking Resident Evil games, the Lofi one says. If you think that's bad, imagine living in Dungeons and Dragons worlds. Those worlds have hundreds of gods. Yeah, I'd say Morrowind's or Elder Scrolls is pretty close, but yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, tons and tons of deities too. Makes sense since Elder Scrolls was actually both Ultima and Elder Scrolls. I believe they started as Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. Actually, they were basically like Julian LaFay and Todd Howard's Dungeons and Dragons game, or Lord British's Dungeons and Dragons game. Literally is what that was. So that's pretty funny. All right, so we are on our way to the temple. Let's go ahead and stay in for the night here.
Don't play any 9 holes, whatever you do.
I'm not. We're getting to bed and we are going upstairs.
You are banned from that game. Every time you play it, somebody wants to kill you.
No, you don't have to worry about that.
That's such an inconsequential mod. I'll be like, I'm uninstalling this. Nope.
I don't think you can. I think that particular mod is hardwired into TR, because TR places them, and BCOM places them. Yeah, because it's very popular. Like Dylan's Night Holes is very popular mod. That's how they always start. Yeah, id Software were inspired by a D&D game to make Doom too. Yeah, D&D is such a... See if we have any bounties or any... Bounty, yep, here it is. By decree of Angoril of Volkal Guard, commander of the Pelesiad garrison, to all citizens of good faith and able body, there is now a bounty calling for the death of Dravil Amavel, leader of the Panat smuggling operation north of Pelesian, on the southern shore of Lake Amaya. The bounty pays a sum of no fewer than 500 septums to be paid in full upon completion of the contract, and hereafter appearing before the commander of Pelesian Fort and informing him of the aforementioned death. All interested and concerned citizens may inquire further at Fort Pelesian, decreed under the authority of the Imperial Legion. Let's do it. Let's take that one.
I really don't have time for this.
Huh?
I thought we were going to the church to get quests.
We are, but we're questing on our way there, and we might as well pick something up here and we'll get some money for the road. Yeah, we don't just... Yeah, we haven't picked up anything for the cult yet, so on our way to the cult, we might as well do adventuring. Adventure, ho!
Said earlier about you got confused with all the Resident Evil games, man. Let me tell you about that Kingdom Hearts and that.
Can we hurry this along?
All right, Angoril. Pleased to meet you, stranger. You planning to be in Pelesiad long? You'll want to know where the services are. I'm actually here about that bounty. Yes, there is currently a bounty out on Dravel Amavel for 500 gold. The Mages Guild in Vivec brought the smuggling operation to our attention. Amavel is a battle mage and former member of the guild. Apparently he left due to a falling out with the Archmage. Ugh, guild politics. After he left, he formed a smuggling band for protection and to generate an income to fund his magical studies. He still maintained contacts in the guild, however, who apparently weren't as loyal as he'd hoped, as they were the ones to tip us off. The guild was hoping we would be able to recover some notes based on research he stole from them before he defected. I don't care about any of that. I just want him dead. That Mur is a threat to the safety of Pelagian, and we can't allow his operation to continue. My only hope is that he hasn't gotten wind of our bounty and fled. I hope you will do the right thing, Dorian. Yo, I'm aware of how nuts Final Fantasy is. Laugh out loud, yeah.
I just don't think these AAA studios know when to put a pin in it. They don't know when to just leave it alone and go start a new franchise.
Go ahead, stranger.
It makes them so much money, like Capcom, like Resident Evil 9, made them so much money already.
What's
that,
this about?
You know, it's full steam ahead. There's
See
gonna
any
be Resident Evil
elves?
15,
What
20,
brings you
like,
here today? Business or
ain't gonna
pleasure?
stop. But it would be nice if they gave the franchise kind of a break and did something different, did something new, because we have gotten a lot of Resident Evil within the last 10 years. It's kind of insane how much. All the remakes, you know, ever since Resident Evil 7. I mean, it's wild. I kind of miss the days where you got a new franchise from a game company.
Oh shit, we're over encumbered. What the hell? Oh, this axe. I forgot we had this battle axe.
I really keep begging for like Dino Crisis and Breath of Fire to come back. Breath of Fire. I mean, it's the only RPG series Capcom has, and they haven't done anything with it since the PS2.
And what's it called?
Breath of Fire.
Okay.
You never played the JRPG?
Yeah, I played Breath of Fire 2 for the Super Nintendo. Yeah.
Yeah, those are from Capcom, and they just haven't done anything else with it. I don't know why. JRPGs are incredibly popular. They put out a new Breath of Fire, everybody'd set up out of their chairs. They're like, "Oh my gosh, Breath of Fire is back! Oh my gosh!" Then all the JRPGs would come out, lovers come out of their basement and start clapping over in it. Like, "Oh my gosh, this would be the greatest game ever existed."
So on the shores of Lake Amaya. So I guess we'll start this way and just work our way around.
Resident Evil fans, though, really.
Well, that was fast.
They want their Code Veronica remake, but really
One of
they
us will
keep
die here,
wanting,
and it won't be me.
they want the Outbreak game from the PS2 remade.
Now you're going to get...
Where we got to be for a quest, or is this just a side dungeon?
This is a quest dungeon here. We're here for a bounty. Yeah, we are here for somebody.
What you would do if you couldn't unlock that door?
Bust it down.
No surrender! No mercy!
Oh, absolutely. Telvanni bug musk. Always a wonderful sight for sore eyes. Yeah, baby.
That means they hang out with Daygother, or they were invited to that party.
So you say.
Warmly greeted, friend. Welcome.
Oh, here's another one. Don't want to forget this slave. Let's free all the slaves. Mutimus.
May you walk
Get it
on
for freeing them?
waters.
Or no?
You work hard.
You get a bonus later on for something else. Like the twin lambs take notice of it after you freed enough of them. So yeah, you can get something cool.
Crazy if you didn't, you just leave him in the cave.
Well, why would you do something like that, Phil?
I don't know. Like, and then you take over the cave and say, "Oh, I got my own slaves. Here's my slaves, y'all. Yeah, in my cave."
Yeah, that is reprehensible.
Be wild.
Let's see here.
Don't
Reprehensible
be acting
behavior.
like you never played as like a crazy villain in these games.
Slaving in particular leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Never a slaver. But I've been a villain before, yeah. For sure. Oh, he's a punchy guy. All right, punchy guy. Okay, punchy.
Oh, Dave. You wicked, wicked person with a terrible tattoo on your face.
There you go, dummy. That was pretty stupid, buddy. There he is.
Weren't even gonna talk to him first?
Fuck no. We're just gonna kill him. Orcish battle axe. 2,000 gold. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, man. We're making a fortune in this fucking dungeon. And then he's got another axe, Omavol's axe. And Omavol's key. Holy hell. More bug musk?
Hey man, they got down, they got partied.
Let's see, we got
Oh
scrolls.
my. Jeez, this guy's made out like a bandit.
Dude, you're not kidding.
500 gold plus all this good stuff? Oh my gosh. What's those say? You can't read them.
Yeah, elemental burst fire, summon skeleton. Yep. They're just in Daedric script. Fortify fatigue, fortify magicus. The Axeman, we get a cool new story. Fuck yeah, man. This is awesome.
A key of his goes to.
We're going to have to find it. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a chest it goes to. Let's eat some bread. We're hungry. There's... Man, we are rich.
We just stopped, eat a bunch of bread. It's like, don't mind me. I'm just going to eat your bread while your dead corpse is laying right next to me.
Yep. Such is life. Ooh boy, we made out today. We made out with it today. Yeah, this was terrific.
Chest the key goes to?
It's not that one. Yeah, the key's not working on this chest, but we'll pick it. Not a problem. Looks like it's a fairly low lock level. Trap, though. A lot of these are trapped, man. Just some blank journals. There wasn't shit in that one. God, we still got the downstairs area to clear out. Ah, there it was. And we got the notes back that old boy wanted. Okay, we're going to have to do something here. Let's eat. Let's see, that's valued at 20. Let's drink some of this. There we go. And yeah, we're going to have to come back here yet again. There's still shit. Let me make sure there's nothing I absolutely do not want to leave real quick. Like bug musk. There's not. Okay. We'll come back. Yeah, but when we get to Ebonheart, though, we're going to immediately cash in for, like, the tune of, like, over 1,000+ gold. This was an incredible.
We could spend it on some skill upgrades.
Oh, yeah. See, Philly, this is why we stop. This is why we stop. This was an incredible... Plus 500 gold for the quest.
Bandit, we stopped to kill on the road. That was almost not even... That was pretty much not worth it.
Oh, it was very worth it. Wait till you see the gold we get out of this thing at the end.
No. I'm talking about the bandit that you had to go to find and kill for 100 gold. That was totally not worth it.
Yeah, that guy, especially after that magnificent Ring of Surroundings reward for his last thing. That was very anticlimactic, yeah.
That definitely felt like a Bethesda Todd Howard quest. Here, you did this quest. Here's 100 gold. Like,
well, here's the funny thing. Both of those quests by him were Bethesda quests.
Wow.
This goes to show you. Fuck, he should have gave us the Outlaw quest first and the Bloodbath second. Bloodbath quest is definitely harder.
Terrible pacing.
We're going to have to sell some of this stuff immediately, man.
Say your words.
Let's see here. They've only got 302 gold.
Yeah. Give me something else to drink. I think I'll have a little ice cream.
Huh? Something's not right there.
What happened?
Oh, hold on. Something weird is going on there.
Any time now.
What is going on with this fort? This fort didn't load correctly. That's funny. I just noticed that. Wonder why. That's funny. Let me save and reload real quick. See if that fixes it. Sometimes those kind of glitches happen. Because it was not, we were just in Palatian. It was not like that. That is super funny. Bone Lord. I love this game so much, man. I could play this all day. If only life didn't need to happen, right?
What do you want?
Let's hear it.
Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right.
Good day to you, Outlander.
Good
Can
day
I
to
be
you.
of service to you?
You may. We got a lot of stuff to go over here. Probably more than you can afford, honestly, buddy. Restore fatigue. We want to keep that. Machine can go. Grief can go. Fortify fatigue. Keep fortify. I don't like. Fortify can leave you screwed in a pinch. Like strength, we're keeping, but we will sell a couple of these. But we're keeping our restore strength for sure. Same with restore personality. Not super worried about it. And oh, he's got 449 max, so yeah, we can't max sell yet. Go back to 385. Flynn. We're keeping our lightning shields. Restore endurance will put us too much over the top. And we're not selling the Axe Man. Got any cheap scrolls that I want to get rid of? Warrior's Blessing, by the way, easily one of the best scrolls in the game. Warrior's Blessing sets you up incredibly for a battle.
Restore health, restore fatigue, restore attack. Wow.
Yeah, fortify attack. And then also 20 to 80 points of health for 2 seconds on self. So that's 40 to 160 health and fatigue restored in one cast. That's an incredible scroll. Yeah, that's one of the best scrolls. Here's what killed Padrul, a scroll of the 9th barrier. That's what did it, fam.
When I was playing Oblivion, I never felt the need that I need to use those scrolls. All I used was like the healing and the mana restore ones.
Yeah. No, it did not fix it. It did not fix it.
In this game, it's like the scrolls are actually useful.
I wonder if that's a load order thing, because that's going to drive me nuts, and that must be fixed. That's really funny, though.
Go it.
Alrighty, let's go turn this in, and we'll continue our journey. It's only 10 a.m., by the way. That was just a morning jog for us. We'll continue our journey to Ebonheart.
You have something to say to me?
I do. I have your bounty complete. Thanks for carrying out the bounty request. You've made this patch of the Ascadian Isles safer for all. Here is a payment of 500 gold on behalf of the Imperial Legion. I also see you managed to recover Amavel's notes. I see that they're sent to the Mages Guild in Vivec as soon as possible. Here, take these. The guild left them for anyone who managed to actually recover the notes. Thank you once again, Dorian. Your service will not soon be forgotten.
What do we give you?
2 scrolls of Amavel's Fiery Bind, which is a unique scroll he was working on that does, let's see here. Soul Trap for 30 seconds, fire damage 1 to 10 points for 10 seconds on touch. So that scroll, when you cast it, could either be really good or really, really shit. If you roll a 10 on that cast, you're going to do 100 damage over 10 seconds. As long as they don't resist fire. But if you roll a 1, you're only going to do 10 damage. So, very, very variable.
Let's hear.
Probably just sell it.
Probably.
You're
We
on
don't
your
use
honor.
we don't use
Go
much
fresh.
offensive magic. We really don't. It's not something our character really likes to rely on. We might keep one as a trophy.
Yeah.
Because it is a fairly unique item.
He won't ever really use real magic because he doesn't have the ability to, but...
Oh no, I can use scrolls. I absolutely can use scrolls. Scrolls are
can use
enchantments.
scrolls.
They're just it's just an enchanted piece of paper. I can use enchantments. I just can't cast spells. Can't cast any magic.
I wonder if there's like a mage playstyle where it's like they don't cast their own magic, they only use a stockpile of scrolls.
Oh yeah, or use enchantments called an artificer or artificer, or yeah. Oh yeah. That's a whole play style.
What does the scroll's damage? What is the scroll's damage based on? Your stats or the scroll?
Just the scroll, purely the scroll. So there's good scrolls and there's bad scrolls.
Be an interesting play style.
Oh, it's very fun. I've done
rare
it.
and valuable scrolls.
I've done our artificer.
So that you can use them, but you don't ever cast your own magic.
Yeah, no, I've done that exact playstyle. I'm kind of doing that here. With some limitations. Again, I'm really uncomfortable casting offensive magic. This character, so he'll use things like heals. He'll use things like buffs, but he's not going to use like a spell like a casting spell. He'll just rely on his sword and his blade and his bow. Oh shit, we're heading in the wrong direction, I feel like. Oops. Let's check that. Yeah, Ebonheart's this way. Phil's favorite region, everybody. The Ascadian Isles.
Why'd you say that?
Because you were complaining about it last time we were here.
Oh, the one with all the dang birds?
No, this is the one with all that looks like too much like Cyrodiil. Looks too much like Oblivion, you say.
Oh.
Because it's green and it's tranquil and it's peaceful and I think the architecture's better though. I feel like the architecture's much better.
The realm of Sheogorath is where it's at. That's all I'm saying. Well, my ice cream's gone. It wasn't that much. Sad.
A little bit of a rainy day for travel.
Get where like if you get rained on, you're slower, or you wait more because you're weighed down by the rain.
No, I don't think that has an impact. But I'll tell you what does slow you down though is ash storms. If you're walking in the direction the wind is blowing in an ash storm, it will like halve your speed. That's why ash storms are fucking terrible. You can barely make out the moon in the rainy haze. You can barely make it out there.
Like rain in video games.
Me too.
I'd probably mod it to where it just rains all the time. I remember when I used to play GTA like 3 on the PS2. I'd put in a cheat code where it rained all the time, and then I'd turn on the radio and I'd just slowly drive around, listen to the music.
Nice.
Put it like on the somber station and just do that.
I'm listening.
For no other reason, but to just be cool in a car.
Alright, she's got 1,500 gold, so we're going to sell the Orcish Battle Axe. That gets us to 900 right off the bat.
Oh, I thought you'd keep that as a trophy.
Not the Orcish battle axe. No, he's got his own battle axe, Almavol's axe. We're going to keep that. We are not selling Warrior's Blessing. We'll sell that one. That one's not too good. Ninth Barrier, I'm mad at because that's Padrul. Fourth Barrier is useful. We'll keep the Demoralize. That can be kind of useful. We're keeping the Golden Saints. We'll sell one of the Gem Feeders, and I think that's going to get us home, actually. Yeah, pretty much.
Won't use offensive magic, but he will summon creatures to fight for him.
No, I won't. We're gonna use Golden Saint scrolls for enchanting. That would be a fucking waste to summon a Golden Saint to battle. We're gonna make that fucker into an enchantment.
What do you mean enchantment?
So we're going to summon it. We're gonna beat it up, and then we're gonna put it in a soul gem. Because they give you grand soul gems, and that allows you to make really strong enchanted equipment.
Oh.
Golden Saint scrolls are hard to come by. I'm pretty shocked we even have those this early.
Yeah, because you're only... What's the max level in this game?
There's no max level, but once you get around level 20, the game starts to become kind of
Care
a
to
cakewalk.
trade?
You're only level 3.
Yeah. I was hoping one of these would be a long blade, but looks like
So
not.
there's no max level? You could be level 999 and still keep leveling?
In theory, I mean, there's not a hard cap, there's a soft cap, which would basically be, soft cap is when you cease to be able to increase your skills. So then technically what you would have to do then is go to jail. So you would just go to jail, that would lower your skills. And then you would you'd get your skills up again. Is how that works. Now get that 9th barrier out of here. That killed Padrul. Yeah, you can keep leveling as long as you have skills to level. Yeah, basically. But once your attributes max out, you can't really level. Yeah.
Imagine if it was like Disgaea, you can be level 9,999.
This guy is crazy for the amount of replayability in those fucking games.
Gosh, I've
Truly
never
crazy.
really sat down and played
Okay.
any one of them all the way through.
Truly crazy stuff.
It's too much JRPG. They have so many games. I like the idea that spin-off
Go
with
ahead,
Disgaea Mayhem. It looks like it's going to be like an action RPG now instead of a strategy one.
All right, Castle Ebonheart, Philly. A lot of important people in this castle. You're going to meet some of the movers and shakers here in Morrowind.
Dagothur here?
No. But the Duke of
Movers
Vardenfell.
and shakers.
Quickly,
But the
Outlander.
Duke is
I
here.
haven't much time.
Ooh, his armor looks cool.
He's got ebony armor. It is cool. It's very cool. A lot of in-game
Walked
peeps
up to
here.
him. I love how you just walked up to him, looked at him, and then left.
Yep.
Like, you're not worthy of my time.
But we're here for the Imperial Chapels.
I can't imagine
Hail.
one of those things.
So I guess we'll start with some Almoner quests since we've got Bugbusk. This will be the perfect opportunity to do some of their stuff. And we could really use some of the persuasion items that you get for this. We could also do some fetching. Let's see. Hello, I am Ulius Truptor. I manage the volunteer almoners for our cult. If you're ready to accept a fundraising project as an almoner, let me know. I am ready for an almoner project. Thanks, Zenithar. We have so many projects and so little gold. Go ask the Skyrim mission in Ebonheart for alms for the poor. They should give generously to support the Imperial cult. Our fundraising goal for the Skyrim mission is 100 gold. When you have reached our goal, return and deliver the gold to me.
For a mission.
The Skyrim mission is Skyrim's diplomatic embassy to Vardenfell district. Leave the Imperial chapels, pass through the Grand Council chambers, cross the bridge, then down the stairs, out through the gate. As you look south from the gate, the Skyrim mission is to the right, west of the well.
Original quest, or?
Yeah, these are originals.
Huh. I wouldn't even think they would talk about Skyrim and Morrowind at all.
Why wouldn't they? It's a country. It's a border. It's a border
I didn't
country.
think that. I didn't think they had Skyrim even plotted out back then.
Oh yeah. Oh, they had they've got all 10 of the Timberlake nations. Yeah, they're all here, man.
So which countries have they not actually made in any official game yet?
So officially we've gotten Morrowind, Skyrim, Cyrodiil, High Rock, Hammerfell, and Orsini. So we still need Somerset Isles, Black Marsh, Elsewhere, Valenwood. Which all just so happen to be the most interesting and hardest to do provinces, by the way. Bethesda is very fucking lazy.
Why do you say that?
Well, because the Valenwood is full of moving trees. Like giant trees that migrate and have villages within their branches. So it's like these giant migrant trees. Elsewhere is a exotic desert and jungle province. And Somerset Isles is full of unique flora and fauna, just like Morrowind and Crystal Towers. And amazing elven architecture made of glass, crystal, etc.
I'd like to see the desert one. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah,
the moving tree
deserts
one
of Elsewhere
would be freaking peak. But see, now that what did they say the next Elder Scrolls is gonna, like, what land it's gonna be on?
They haven't said. Based on the one image they've shown, we guess we're going back to either Hammerfell or to Daggerfall, though. Or not Daggerfall, but High Rock.
What's this all about?
Alms for the poor?
You got the technology to do Unreal Engine 5 now. You should be able to do the moving trees ones and all that.
Oh, they easily could if they would stop going with these crazy graphics. If they were to do a game with this graphical level, they absolutely could do it. But they won't, because the entire games industry is obsessed with fucking specs and graphics. You're right, but for luck, it might be needing the Colts. It might be me needing the Colts charity here and with a blessing. How about you? You want to give some alms for the poor? I'll be happy to give alms. Here, take it all. 40 gold. Alms for the poor? You have a glass dagger. You better give some. 10 gold. It's our duty. Thank you.
Dagger? Oh my gosh.
Hey, Bodfarad. Alms for the poor? Here, take this. 5 gold. Okay.
I love how
you've got the better of me, so go ahead.
Of course, as a representative of my province and people, I am proud to give generously to the Imperial cult. 100 gold by itself.
So I have a question. Could you totally, like, just dip and take this gold and keep it for yourself?
Absolutely can. Yeah, Lofi says, rumors are High Rock and Hammerfell. There's going to be 2 continents, apparently, and you'll have ships. The hardware companies have always made deals with game companies to push the boundaries and make use of more powerful technology. Yeah, pretty much. And it basically fucks us out of actually more ambitious games that they could do if they just brought the specs down.
Which games had Hammerrock and whatever else in it?
That was Daggerfall had High Rock, Hammerfell, and Orsinium. It had 3 countries in it. Well, 2 countries and a city-state. Orsinium was a fledgling nation.
Well, I'm not really interested in. I'd be more interested if they did the desert one. That would be completely different. Architecture. And
well, Hammerfell has desert. Hammerfell has desert, but it'll be boring like Earth Desert. It won't be like the exotic green deserts of Grin like in Elsewhere and shit. Like the green sand, the dragon sands of Elsewhere.
Anybody seen what they look like and like artwork?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. And then that also Elsewhere has like the moon ships. Elsewhere literally goes to space. They're a Khajiit that go to the moon, dude.
So they have
Mall
official
ships.
artwork for these places, but
Yes.
they haven't actually made them in the game. Then why did they make artwork for it then?
Because they want us to have our imagination peak, but yeah, they're never gonna do it. Remember back in the day when a bunch of games would say powered by AMD and powered by... Yep, I do remember that. Have you reached a goal of 100 golden donations from the Skyrim mission? Or have you come to report your failure? I've doubled our goal. Excellent. You far exceeded our expectations. Surely you have a touch of Zenithar in your soul. Please accept this small token of our gratitude and encouragement. And when you're ready for your next Almoner mission, speak to me again. And we got the Shoes of Conviction, which we're going to go ahead and fortify our personality 10 points for 20 seconds, which will help with these Almoner missions we're going.
How can I help you?
And we're ready for advancement already. Congratulations, Dorian. You've been promoted to Novice. Go ask the Argonian mission in Ebonheart for alms for the poor. Their province is not so rich as Skyrim, but they are a generous and civic-minded people. Our fundraising goal for the Argonian mission is 200 gold. When you've reached our goal, return and deliver the gold to me.
Going to ask people for gold.
Yep. The Argonian mission is Black Marsh's diplomatic embassy to the Vardenfell district. Leave the Imperial Chapels, pass through the Grand Council chambers, cross the bridge, and then go down the stairs. As you face out the gate, the Argonian mission is to the south, on the south side of the well.
Speak freely, friend.
Speak up.
Argonian mission.
Playing my quest, the character where I don't go in any towns or anything. How will I level up my character? Who am I going to talk to level myself up?
You don't talk to anybody. You just level up. You don't need to talk to anybody to level up. Yeah, you just
constantly talk to
the way
people
you level up in Skyrim is to or in Morrowind, the way you level up is what you do is you level up 10 of your major or minor skills, and then that will trigger a level up. It's that simple. Hello, Imkalaya. Let's see. The Imperial Cult has our respect. We are disappointed that the Imperial Cult does not speak out against the inhumane practices of slavery in Morrowind, but we agree with you that this is not sufficient reason to cause the needy to suffer for want of our province's generosity. Therefore, we ask you to accept this donation as alms for the poor on behalf of the province of Argonia. Thank you, sir. How about you guys? Alms for the poor? I'm sorry, citizen, but you must speak with our leader, the consul, Kilaya. We cannot... Oh, yeah, so we got what we need, then. And we're going to double that to sweeten the pot to get a reward that's going to help us with more almoner quests. So we're actually going to part with a little bit... We're going to match their donation. And what this will allow us to do is he's going to give us another really good item for persuading people. And this is something our character badly needs. So this was actually a really good idea, Philly. This was a good idea.
What are you talking about? That Argonian need you to do something?
Nope.
He was talking about something.
No, well, he said he's disappointed that we're not more outspoken in the Imperial cult about slavery, but he still donated. He was just making it known that he wishes we would speak out more against the evils of slavery.
Right, me too.
Man, I wish I could have caught the beginning. Was watching part of your playthrough and decided to start a new playthrough myself. Awesome, Maxin at the Fort. Glad to hear it, man. This is such a good game. It's my favorite game of all time, easily. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing some of the Vardenfell Imperial Cult right now. We haven't made it to the mainland doing Imperial Cult yet, but yeah, we're kind of doing some of this stuff to get some persuasion equipment. Have you reached out our goal of 100 gold in donations from the Argonian mission, or have you come to report your failure? I've doubled our goal. In fact, I'm going to match this 100 gold. Excellent. Once again, you've exceeded our expectations. You are blessed with Zenithar's gift of fine words and generous sentiments. Take this and wear it with pride. And when you're ready for your next almoner mission, speak with me again. So this gives us better mercantile. In fact, we had best start dressing a little bit more the part while we're in almoner. There we go.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure, really.
Looks a little better. Same, I miss playing on PC since it broke, but luckily I got my old Xbox One. Awesome, so at least you can play the vanilla version. That's always good. But yeah, once you get your PC fixed or you get a new PC, whenever that happens, I'm showing off a lot of mods in this playthrough, and if you need any shout-outs for any specific mod, let me know. In particular, Tamriel Rebuilt, which adds the mainland in a lore-friendly fashion. It basically like triples the game size right now. Doubles or triples it. It's a very cool mod. So I can't wait to show you off and get you guys down here to Narcissus. Narcissus is incredible. We haven't quite made it that far. Furthest south we've made it is Almastir, which is the sacred bridge city. But that's as far as we've made it thus far. You have shown yourself to be a loyal and diligent member of the Imperial Cult, Dorian. As a token of our appreciation, here is a little gift that may make your labors a little easier. And please remember, check our advancements in our ranks regularly. So we got a Marin Amulet. What does that do? Oh, Speechcraft, 5 points for 30 seconds. So see, our homie is hooking us up here for just awesome persuasion stuff.
Speech skills, this would probably be the first quest line I'd start taking.
And honestly, it's easy. And it's easy. You're just asking for money.
You probably should have done this before you did those other quests. Then you would have had that terrible stream that one time where you just had to walk around.
It wasn't a terrible stream. It was just a pain in the butt early on. It was. I don't do terrible streams, Phil. I'm kidding you. Let's see here.
I'm just
right. Oh, I know. The shrine at Buckmoth Legion Fort has experienced an unfortunate shortfall in alms for the poor, and funds are urgently needed to purchase food and blankets for the orphans and indigents. Please go to Ald'ruhn and see if you can raise the money for the Buckmoth Fund. The fund needs at least 100 breaks immediately. It may be difficult to raise funds since Ald'ruhn is a Redoran town, and most residents are Dunmer, but this money is very badly needed. So we're going to Ald'ruhn. Ald'ruhn is the district seat of House Redoran and a large settlement. Travel by guild guide is the best method, which we can't do because our character reacts badly to guild guides. So we don't want to get fucked up and have half of us end up in one place and half the other place. Head north from Ebonheart by road, take the bridge into Vivek's Halalu compound, pass through the Redoran compound, find the Guild of Mages, pay a guild guide at the guild for... No, we're not going to do that. We're going to travel by Siltstrider because I won't end up torn in half by magics if we do that. Man, hopefully I get a new PC by June. Also, when do you normally stream? I'm in Pacific time and work in the morning, so probably going to crash in an hour and a half. On weekends, usually later, so usually around Central Time, so that's 2 hours ahead of you. I usually stream around 9 to 9:45, and I go until I'm tired.
How can I help you?
Every day but Thursday. Thursdays I'm off. For weekends, much longer. Typically I'll stream mornings, and I'll also stream in the afternoon. The bookseller in Alderun is Man, not Myrrh. He might give you some money for the Divines. Indeed. We'll have to see here. But we're getting some very useful items that is helping us tremendously in our lack of persuasion ability. That's one really great reason to do this quest, and to spend a little bit of extra gold to match the donations you actually get. Now, Phil, if you wanted to, we don't even have to travel to Alderun. We're going to anyway, but you can literally just pay the 100 gold to the guy and pass the quest.
Go ahead, stranger.
These Imperial Cult quests are literally some of the easiest quests in Morrowind, up until you get to, like, the Acolyte quests. Or the Oracle quest. Those are actually hard.
You need a cheap price to get some really good armor sets. Because you wouldn't be able to buy those kind of pieces of gear at a real shop for that cheap.
I mean, if you join House Halalu, you can get a full set of glass armor if you complete the Balmora quest line. The reward for that is that if you do it right, is a full suit of glass armor.
Where would you like
That's
to go?
probably as good as it gets. We're gonna cross the inner sea here to Vivek City. That's probably our quickest bet. And then we'll take the gondola to the foreign quarter, and from there we'll take a Siltstrider. From there we'll get to Balmora, from there we'll get to Alderun. What time is it, by the way? 6 p.m., so we'll probably overnight in Balmora. That'll let us drop some of our gear off. Overnight in Balmora. Awesome. I do get weekends off, so Fridays and Saturdays for sure can catch a full stream, and I've done all the Great House runs. But the best rewards, in my opinion, is the Telvanni with that feather. Yeah, that Daedric armor that weighs no weight is incredible. The Telvanni in general gives some crazy enchanted rewards, man.
Doing that first.
Because we're not joining House Telvanni on this one. They're like the opposite of what our character is. So, yeah, we're definitely not joining Telvanni. We're probably not going to join any great houses on this run. If I do, it'll be Halalu or Redoran on this particular character, just because it matches his roleplay. But we're probably just going to steer clear of the great houses. Although Halalu is tempting because once we get to Narcissus, Grandmastering in Halalu is getting close enough to Grandmaster. That's the only way we get the armor of Parcelroth Halalu, which is the best heavy armor set in the game. Period. If you get Parcelroth's armor, it's incredible. Not even close.
House, right?
It's the best armor in the game.
Can you only join one great house per gameplay?
Only one per game, yeah. Once you join a great house, you're closed to the other 5 forever.
I wonder if there's a mod that lets you just join them all.
It would break the game because there's certain quests that literally go against other quests, so it wouldn't really be possible.
Care to see the sights?
Although one of the mods I have up my sleeve here, it's the Hortator mod. I'll show that off when we get into the late game. The Hortator mod's going to let me do some really magical stuff. Yeah, we're going to Balmoral, we'll overnight there. Plus, keeping that robe Neloth asked for is great for mages.
Same
though my favorite is Redoran. Yeah, we won't be able to get the robe of Drake's Pride this playthrough because we'll have no real roleplay reason to kill that, to go murder that, like murder hobo that guy. And that sucks because that's like easily the best robe in the game. And I've got a mod where it doesn't look like shit too now, so I've got a mod that gives it a unique mesh and texture too. All right. Let's get our looting situation sorted, shall we? We'll go up to our armory. We're going to put some shit down here. Let's see. So we don't need to lug these Golden Saint Scrolls around. We're not going to use those until much later. Vitality is always worth carrying. Same with these fiery bands. Those will be useful for the gold for enchanting. And unhinging's always useful. Demoralize could be useful. Shield can be useful in a pinch. We'll put that down too. We can put the Axeman down. We got a shirt we can sell. I don't think we're going to be using the Ring of Surroundings anytime soon, so we'll put that on our trophy shelf. And eventually I'm going to have perfect placement mod when I get enough shit. And then we're literally going to put some of this stuff on the walls and stuff for display, which will be cool. Oh, look at the weight just fall off my bones as I place some of this stuff, man. And the Axeman, which goes on the bookshelf. Eventually, I'm going to have a stream where I read some of these books. Or actually, we'll have Phil read the books to the chat. Phil will be our reader. Any artifacts allowed in your run? Also, yeah, I'm not a fan of glowing shine effect on enchanted items. Yeah, artifacts are allowed, but have to be properly earned. In other words, I need a roleplay reason in order to find them. I can't just go find them, even though I know where they're all at this point. So I have to actively either stumble upon the cave or I have to be sent there. Is how that works. No, Adrian Daedra's getting sold. I'm not keeping that. We need the Axeman is what needs to be placed down. There we are. All right, it's 12 a.m., so it's time for sleep. There we are. Caldera has some great houses for turning into homes. I don't like killing random NPCs, so I just use a command spell to move them to a tavern. Hey, that's entirely fair. Very true. I'm using Dura Gribbol's house because she's an outlaw orc and you kill her as part of a fighter's guild quest. So we can use, and also early on, if I'm in Saint Denis, I typically use Foreign Gilness House once I kill him. All right, Aldrune, we are going to now.
Why walk when you can ride?
I agree completely, buddy.
Why walk when you can ride?
I just said I agree. Let's see here. And of course, there's a fucking ash storm. Shit. All right, we're in dirty ass, shitty ass Aldrune, as Best Opinion Haver says. We gotta look for Imperials. Dunmer will not give any gold on these missions, so we'll start at the local Fighters Guild.
Smells like bug musk here.
Alms for the poor? You're right. We all must do our part. Here, it's not much, but it's all I can spare. I appreciate that. Classic, and yeah, pretty sure everyone who's had a few playthroughs under their belt uses Gilda's House. Yeah, it's the obvious choice, right? Fight for glory at the Vivek Arena soon. Very soon. Very, very soon.
And how are you?
Oh, I need
Can I
bolts
help
too.
you?
I need bolts. There we go. Hello, Perseus. You here for orders or advancement? Oh, wait. Hasfit told me to talk to you about things. I'm glad you didn't resort to violence on the code book. And what about the debt money? If you have questions about any other orders you get, just ask. Duragrabble? You've already killed Duragrabble. If you have questions about other contracts, just ask. All right. Do you have alms for the poor? You're right. We must all do our part. Here, it's not much, but it's all I can spare. So there's 10, there's 20. Our goal is 100. Alms for the poor? Sorry, I can't help you. Dude, yes you can. Don't be silly, dude. Don't be greedy ass. Wow. You're our smith.
Seen any elves?
Yeah, you're just greedy, dude. I'm not having it. Got no time for you. How about you, Traylon, a fellow Redguard, alms for the poor? Sorry, I can't help you. Man. Y'all are a bunch of bums in here.
Earn like 10 gold at the most.
Where is your charity? I'm getting out of this shitty-ass guild hall.
This Fighters Guild must be falling apart. Well, they can give you a couple coins to rub together.
Let's check out our fellow Mages Guild here. Alms for the poor. Can't help you. Yep, I'll remember that. Alms for the poor. Yep, I'll remember that, dude. Guys are cheap as fuck. She's gonna say I gave it the temple. Yep, I gave it the temple. Dunmer. Yeah, they won't give a shit. They're worthless for this. Alms for the poor? Sorry, can't help you.
Do you want
the guilds are cheap, man. These are actual guilds, craftsmen and shit, and they can't give any money? Disgusting, truly. You want to give some alms for the poor? It's for a worthy cause. Sorry, but this is 1 gold. 1 fucking gold. A guild guide who takes money all day long to teleport people. I'm disgusted. Edwina, save your guild reputation here. You're right, we almost do our part. Here, 10 gold. Better than nothing.
Some
kindness. Can't believe a teleporter that takes money won't give more.
Oh, the guild guides are fucking loaded.
You got a total of like 11 gold out of those, out of that guild.
21 gold, but yeah, who's counting at that point? Alms for the poor. Sorry, I can't help you. Yeah, I fucking bet. You spend all your money on your hair, don't you, asshole? $5 gold. For a business owner. For one of the major tavern owners here. $5 gold.
Sweet moon sugar.
You can't even ask this person.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Hi, Angoth. How you doing? I'm going to go ahead and use my juice for you because I know you're a wealthy man.
How do you do?
30 gold. It's a worthy cause. Sorry, this is all I can afford, but hey, we're pretty close to the actual goal now. Pastoral alms for the poor. Yep, 1 gold. It's for a worthy cause. 1 gold. 1 gold. Man. Tongue-toed, buddy. You got a fancy outfit. Alms for the poor. 1 gold.
The traveler seeks answers.
Talon. Alms for the poor. Can't help you. Hey, Yak. Alms for the poor. 1 gold.
You're not what I expected.
You won't help. All right, let's move on. Let's go see some of the merchants, shall we?
Give you like a gold.
Yeah, these people are ridiculous, man. Dunmer. But Codus is a good guy. Alms for the poor? Actually, he doesn't like us very much. Shoes of conviction. That's better. You're right. We must all do our part. 10 gold. Okay.
Yes?
Well, Roland Lightbane was right. We did get something from the bookseller. Let's go see our fellow Blade Gilded. I bet they have something for us. Tirasatis won't have anything. That's a Dunmer name. That's a Dunmer name. Hey, Torian. Alms for the poor? Yep, 1 gold. Better than nothing, I guess. Hey, Gildan. Alms for the poor. Sorry, I can't help you. You suck. You're a blade. What in the hell? Let's check the old Scar, the wealthy hotel. Let's go over that way real quick. Alms for the poor? Yep, 1 gold.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
Hey, Tundir. Alms for the poor can't help you. These people aren't going to help us. So. These are all Dunmer here. Wow.
I suppose you're looking for a tavern. I'm sure I can help you.
Wow. All right, last chance. We're gonna head under the old scar, which is a giant crab shell, Phil. It's a shell of a giant enemy crab.
Times.
It's our last ditch effort here. Yep, this is a giant shell. This used to be a giant emperor crab. You know those crabs we fight in the Bitter Coast? This is a gigantic one of them that houses the Redoran Council.
Actually fight a giant one.
Alms for the poor. You have my contribution. I don't, actually. I don't.
I'm listening.
Have your contribution. So don't act like you gave me money. You did not. Come on, lady. No, okay.
Hey, Sue, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
She's being a
Wasn't
bitch,
working there
so
for
we're
a
just gonna
second.
leave.
I was gonna say, I wish you could fight one of the giant crabs.
Yeah, that thing would crush us. Look how big this is. It houses the entire Redoran Council, buddy.
Know who was able to kill it, though?
Yeah, it was the Redoran.
The Redoran.
Yeah, Redoran killed it. That's canon.
What's the Redoran?
The House Redoran. It's a great house of Dunmer. The ancient Redoran killed the Emperor Crab. And then they hollowed it out and they literally make their homes in it.
So big giant crabs like that?
Not anymore, they're extinct, but this is one shell of one. Alright, here's our last person. The
Anytime
Honorable
you're ready.
Lady
Just don't keep me
Naminda.
waiting.
And she does not give alms for the poor. So we got everything we can. We're going to head back. Altogether, we're going to spend... We probably spent 100 gold just getting here to get from these cheap bastards. But the adventure is what's
Why?
worth it.
Shoot, I would have just paid it out of my own
Yeah,
pocket
I
to come
should
over
have.
here.
But here's the thing. It's the adventure that we're all about the adventure, Philly.
I know, but that wasn't really exciting. Gotta be honest.
Well, I thought it was fun. Can't always be sticking your sword in things constantly, Phil.
No, I just mean, if I have a way to, I would have just gave the money myself.
Yeah, you're a cheater. Cheater.
Oh, you giving the money would be better than giving it to the dude to get you here, especially when these people are frickin' jerks, man.
I am
Barely wanna
blessed to
give
be
you
at your
a point to
service,
scratch your
Outlander.
butt with. And then you gotta pay $100 to get here, 100 gold to get back.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
you
we had
spent
a
more
good.
money than-
Just think of
You
it
can
this
run.
way: we had a good adventure. Of course, we're gonna have to overnight again. So let's go get some rest.
You might have had a good adventure. I just thought that was a big fat waste of time. And we're covered in dirt and soot. You gotta take a bath before you go to bed. Don't go to that bed all dirty. Go get in the lake water or something.
All right, taking a bath. Okay,
Good.
bathed.
Bath is done.
All right, now we've overnighted. Now we can head back to to Ebonheart.
He skips an hour and says it took him an hour to take a bath.
Hey, I don't know about you.
It
does take me an hour to take a bath, because if I take a
ash
bath, I am just lazing in those salts, man. You bet your ass. You goddamn right.
There's somebody who should add a mod where you can take a bath and it gives you like.
There's a bath mod. There's a mod for that.
Does it give you like a buff or a perk for doing it?
Are you guys doing a multiplayer playthrough? No, Phil's computer's broke, so he's just tagging along. He's just interested in Morrowind. He's never played it before, so he's kind of experiencing it through my eyes.
I mean, I got it. It's just my PC died before I could really play it, even though Zood spent hours of his time getting my mods all set up, and then...
Yeah, and I have no problem doing that again. I love getting people set up with a mod list, man. Modding is fun for me. Coming up with a great mod list and just going for it is a blast.
I could probably run it on my Steam Deck, but I'd have to get like controller support. I don't think there's any real controller support. There should be. They should be able to just use the Xbox.
There are configurations that it's like a separate download for your PC that will allow you to map Morrowind to a controller. But no, this has no native controller support on PC.
Yeah.
Now Xbox has the Xbox original controller support. Yeah, that's as close as it gets. And a lot of people actually like Xbox Morrowind just for that. They like playing on the controller because it's nostalgic for them. A lot of people's first time playing Morrowind was on the Xbox. So I've always played it on PC.
Too bad they can't have the Tamriel rebuilt version.
God, I wish there was a way to get. I wish there was a way to. I'm sure if you have like a broken Xbox or a cracked Xbox, there might be some way to get the mods, but yeah, that would sure be neat, wouldn't it? Oh, we need to go one over, I think. Yeah, we do.
If I got the Steam Deck dock, and then I could hook my keyboard and mouse to it, I could play it. But it's just like, ugh, $80 for a hunk of like plastic that has ports just so I could use my keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, man, he's in for a great time on his first play. Yeah, there's nothing like experiencing Morrowind for the first time. However you do it, there's nothing like it, man.
And I already got my plan for like what I want to do for a character too.
Yeah.
I want to be like, I'm somebody that lives in caves and deals in magic and sorcery and necromancy and conjuration and all that stuff, but I don't ever go to towns. I'm like some kind of creepy witch that lives out on the swamp or something.
Yeah, it'll definitely be a unique playthrough. Need you to take me across the inner sea to Ebonheart, please. 1 gold. That's a quick journey. Boom, we're there.
Sure wish I could hear the sound of this game, though.
I'm streaming it to you. You should be able to hear it.
No, I can't.
That's a user issue, unfortunately. I don't know why.
I've never heard the sound of this game.
That's
just you walking around in silence while you play. Every once in a while, I hear like someone talk. I think it's just coming from your your mic or something.
No,
but I
my
don't
mic
hear
doesn't
any
pick it up.
music
So
or nothing.
you've got an end user issue, man. Because I've listened to all these back, and I've got music, I've got voice, I've got all of it. So yeah, you need to look into that. That's weird.
My headset and my mic are one and the same, so I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Maybe I can't hear it because I'm in a chat with you. I don't know.
Could be. All right, nope, I have doubled it, buddy. Let's see, excellent. Once again, you've exceeded our expectations. Take these gifts as tokens of our gratitude for your faithful and diligent service to the Imperial Cult. And we got Gem Feeder Scrolls, which we don't care about right now. Dedala's Neck, the buying game, which is awesome. That's a free point of Mercantile. We'll take that to the bank. Yes, sir. Where is the buying game at? There it is. No? Where the fuck's the buying game? There it is. That's a great story, too. That's one we'll definitely read on stream at some point. All right, for our coming Harvest Ends pageant, we need a red shirt with a black vest. Please visit Clothiers and ask if they would donate a shirt and vest to the cult. The combination of shirt and vest is what we call a common shirt. When you have the red shirt with a black vest, return and deliver them to me.
Don't you need a bunch of them?
No, just
gonna
one.
Be more than one. But there's going to be more than one person there.
He just wants one. I am told that a shirt and vest together is what they call here a common shirt. There are many styles of common shirt, but we must have a red shirt with a black vest that symbolizes the Drake's fire that warms us in long, cold winter nights. Since the red shirt and black vest are a Western style, Dunmer Clothiers may not have them. You may have better luck in Vivek's 4 1/4, or Balmora, Caldera, or Pelagian. And we'll have to handle that one next time. It's getting late for a Monday, but we will be here again tomorrow night. Anywhere from 9 to 9:45, I'll usually go live. And it's been fun, guys. We will definitely see you later. Thanks, everybody, for coming out.
You seem like very good company.
We are very good company, sir.
See y'all later. Stay safe out there.
Yep, stay safe, stay warm. Have a good one. As Shiagoras says, cheese.